Every month I'm closing $10,000 clients without a single sales call, and honestly, not really a sales process. So before you click off this video and you think that is bullshit, this process alone has helped us make multiple six figures in profit every single year since we started doing this. And this is not only successful for ourselves, but also for the clients we work with. And in this video, guys, I'm going over the 4 pillars that I'm using myself, our clients are using, and hopefully you start using as well at the end of this video. So let's get going, guys. The number one thing that I want you to focus on in order to close deals without sales call is that you want to make sure that your positioning is dialed in. So let me explain what I mean with that. Number one is positioning. So what we want to figure out here, like positioning, guys, is just a very simple, or like, sorry, a very fancy way for what I like to explain with this, what I call the offer pyramid. So guys, who you help, what problem you solve, and how you deliver it. Like, get clarity on these 3 things and you already set yourself up or apart from like 99% of LinkedIn, because most people, they can barely explain who they help, they can barely explain what problem they solve, and usually they can't really explain how they deliver it, right? So with your positioning, guys, like what we want to figure out here, or what you want to stand out, is that when people find out about your brand, they know it's for them without even talking to you. So with this positioning framework, guys, you often see this realized or like transformed into what we see on most LinkedIn headlines. So hopefully you start to see how these things already play out. So one of the simplest way to position yourself as the expert you are on LinkedIn is by using the following brand statement framework. So that's a very simple thing, right? Who, what, how. So let me give you an example. So with my positioning, with our business, I help coaches plus service providers get inbound clients via LinkedIn with the authority figures program. If you want to understand more about that, I'm not going to spend some time here, but check out the video in the description after this if you want to understand more about how we do this. But yeah, guys, that's just in one sentence who I help, what problem I solve, and how to deliver it. Like, super fucking clear, right? And this is where most people mess up, because they are not able to share their positioning in just a 1 or 2 sentences, right? And this is literally why you have to do so much like convincing or education on sales call. But because my positioning is dialed in, the people that come to me, they understand like, hey, this is for me, yes or no. It acts like a filter, right? It's like the bouncer on the door. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and this is, I would say, my absolute favorite, content as a trust bar. So the reason I'm able to sell or to close $10,000 clients without a sales call comes down to this framework. I don't like that. I think it's better to just keep it more like this. So here we got 100, or sorry, 0, and then we got 100. So what I've drawn here, guys, is what I often refer to as the KLT meter. This stands for know, like, and trust. The know, like, and trust meter. So what happens every time that you post a piece of content, let's say you have some short form content, you have some LinkedIn post or some YouTube video, whatever your flavor is, like all these things, they fill the bar. Because someone through your content gets to know you, gets to like you, gets to trust you more, right? And all these things, they start to fill the meter. So with this, like the know, like, okay, they know who you are, they know what problem you solve, they know how you deliver it. They like what you do, because the beauty of content is that it filters people out, right? If you don't like that I'm sitting in my tank top because I just finished the training, or that the window is open, or that I swear in my video when I get excited, all these things makes people like or not like you, right? The same thing, trust. Like, let's say I talk a lot about what I obviously do is infusing the results we get with clients. The more I do this, the more trust hopefully it builds with you, right? All these things, they fill up the meter. All these touch points, they fill up the meter, that when you have seen enough of my content to know me, to like me, and to trust me just enough, people are like, hey, cool, I understand, or I have enough certainty that this person can help me solve the problem I have. And then selling just becomes more of just like a logistical thing than it becomes like pursuing people, right? Because if you're building, what I see, like with content, we build trust at scale. Trust at scale. Or sometimes I say that your content is a 24/7 salesperson, right? Because as I'm sitting here recording this video, you're watching this in the future. I'm most likely out running, training, or doing something else, right? Like, I train a lot, I train every day, I run, I prep for a sub-3 hour marathon. I have a half marathon race in, I don't know, next week, Saturday, which I'm very excited for. So all these things I love doing, but of course, the business needs to grow as well. And for us, content is just the biggest driver, right? So at scale, we're just educating, sharing value. The reason I'm recording this video, and it can be seen by infinite number of people, to me excites me, right? Because I can also spend this time one-on-one with a client, which is also valuable, which I also do, but at the same time, I use the content to fill this bar. So when you're ready and you're like, okay, I know Jesse, or I trust him, I understand that he can help me, I like him, cool. You will check out the video in the bio, in the description, figure out how we help people turn LinkedIn into the #1 sales acquisition channel. And you fill out the application and you join us. That's how simple it is, right? Or you're like, fuck, I can't stand this guy. Cool. YouTube is big enough. LinkedIn is big enough. Good luck, right? No push, no hard chase there, because I know the right people, they get the right results, right? So then the third thing, guys, here is that you want to say the things only you can say. And this is such an underestimated thing in your pursuit of selling people without a sales call, because like information and knowledge is becoming commoditized, right? Like, everyone has access to the same LLMs, the same GPTs, the same information on the internet, but no one has access to your personal insights, your stories, your anecdotes, your interests. Like I said, like, besides running this business, I'm a full-time athlete, so this is one of my core interests. Like, I train a lot, I run a lot, I watch videos about training, I watch videos about people building businesses in that space, and I infuse these things, whether it's like in this little YouTube video, or in my YouTube or like my LinkedIn content, and all these things makes my content my content. Like I still talk about these two main topics, right? Lead gen and client acquisition in the context of LinkedIn, which is something other people do as well. But the more I'm able to infuse these things, the more I'm able to say the things only I can say. And then I forgot even the biggest one, like case studies, client wins. So when I tell you that one of our clients, Julius, he didn't want to go viral, so we're like, hey, let's just make sure that your content is dialed in, say the things only you can say, really much like create content from interest, personal stories. As a result of that, a few months later, he signed 6 of his dream clients. That's something only I can say, right? Because no one had that specific result with him in this context, right? So all these things to say, guys, is that you want to, like you're an expert, right? You're watching this video because you are an expert, you're a coach, consultant, service provider, you're selling your expertise, or you're helping people solve a problem coming from your expertise. So you've done the work, right? You have 5, 10, 20 years of experience. Like, I don't have to tell you that. But you want to infuse those things in your content, not to make it a me show. You will see my content like it's highly educational. It's like 99% value, I would say, and 1% personality, or or a bit more, right? But even if it's like 80-20, which I don't think it is, because I'm very much straight to the point. I'm from the Netherlands, so we're very direct people. But you get it, right? Like, I'm infusing these things, and until the moment that AI can create videos like this is a unique 1-out-of-1 video. Like, I'm talking, I'm sharing, I'm writing on the iPad. Like, I like this style. It's very natural for me, and I know the right people watching this video, they get value out of it. They understand a little bit more about how I teach, how I help our clients get to go from A to B to C, B to C, etc., etc. But I'm saying the things only I can say. Sure, my knowledge, like I said, it's not that I am the only one doing these things, but I'm doing it in my way, and that is just one of the biggest differentiator. Which then brings me, guys, to number 4. In order for you to close high-ticket deals, high-ticket clients without a sales call, you want to repel to attract, and this is basically like a summary of these things, right? Because with this system, like, content is like the biggest mode, right? But content, it filters, right? Oh, how do I write filters? Like, people saying yes, people saying no. So, especially selling like a coaching offer, you want to work with people that you like working out with, right? Like, they're like, there's a shared alignment, there's a shared philosophy, there's a shared mission, vision, things like that. Like, with all of our clients, like, I'm actually having a lot of fun talking about things, travel wise, performance wise, training wise, mindset wise. We talk about documentaries or podcasts that we listen to, because there is a common ground. Like, sure, we make sure that they get clients on LinkedIn, but that's just part of the game, right? But I've had it before that when someone comes in very cold and they haven't seen much of my content, they basically don't really know who I am. And then there's a chance that in the program or in the collaboration together, they're like, I can't stand this guy, which is unfortunate, right? If we have to spend some time together in order to get the result. So content, guys, is by far the biggest filter mechanism that you can have in your business, right? People know you, people like you, people start to trust you at scale, right? Imagine that you have a video like this going to your prospects, educating on what you do, what problem you solve, and all these things, is while you can do your training, taking care of your family, perhaps you're growing a different business, sleeping, whatever, delivering on your clients, like whatever the thing is, right? So with all this to say, these are the 4 pillars that I use personally in our business every single day, because this is just a process of like dialing it in and then just keeping better at it. Like, the better I'm able to say things only I can say, the more unique my content becomes, the more it repels the right people and attracts the right people. The better my content becomes, the faster this bar grows, so the easier people are saying yes. And of course, the better I get at positioning, the easier it is for people to understand, like, hey, this is the guy I need to work with, or I can't stand this guy. Perfect. It's a filter. So guys, if you made it till the end of this video, first of all, I appreciate you a lot, because I know that some of you are watching this shit. I appreciate it a lot. I put a lot of time and effort and mental capacity into YouTube, trying to grow the channel. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you made it till this end. And if you need any more information on how to turn LinkedIn into your #1 sales and client acquisition channel, check out the link, like the video in the bio, and then I will catch you very, very soon, guys. Cheers.